to
it's
be on child support for 18 years.
yeah,
Your
it still
responsibility.
affects him. It should be equally. It's equal. It should be equal because yes, she has to have the baby, but like you said, once that baby's born, it's not just her responsibility, but it's also his responsibility. And a lot of times, the responsibility gets put more on the man than it
Right.
does on the woman to
Mm-hmm.
provide
Yeah.
for the woman and the baby.
Yeah. So many times it happened like that though. And I don't know why the court system see it like that. Like they keep rewarding the child to the mother. And I don't understand because they should give it to the father because the women ain't doing a damn good job raising these kids.
No, not
They're
altogether.
not doing a
Not
good job.
anymore.
A lot of these boys, especially black boys, can't read. They're going to prison. They're in crime. They still can't. They're reading at fourth grade reading levels in high school, in middle school. And they're 13, 14 reading on the fourth grade reading level. That's a recipe for going to prison. So I'm thinking to myself, if the kids ain't learning right and acting right in school, and they living with the mama, hell, give them to the daddy and see what they can do.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe they're doing that to keep the structure out of family structure out of whack. I believe. Let's take the man our way and put him in prison. That's my agenda. That's what I believe. What you think?
I think in general, just from, I don't know, I guess several different areas I gather all my information from, but I think that over incarceration is a huge problem. And like you said, the women might be out there they have the kids in their custody, but they're not doing a good job of raising the child. Now, I've seen a woman take, a single mom, say 4 kids, and raise those kids to be great kids.
We're not saying it can't. I'm not saying it can't happen, but it's not supposed to be like that. Hell, you could teach a monkey how to do multiple choice. That don't mean the monkey's supposed to do it. Hell,
Right.
You could drive a car with your feet.
Yeah.
That don't mean you should.
Right.
So
You're right.
just because you have the right to do something doesn't make you. Just don't mean you should.
But then there's also the argument that people think men don't want the responsibility of
That's
raising.
a lot. That's what the court is saying. These women are putting these men on child support because they're bitter about the relationship side.
Oh yeah,
so they want to get.
They use them as pawns. They use the kids.
They're weaponizing the kids.
Yep.
Women use weaponized sex in the marriage to withhold sex, and then say the man cheated. Hell, you withhold sex for 8 months from this man. What you think he's supposed to damn do?
Well, he's not supposed to cheat, but
hey, temptations. Anybody?
Yes.
Now
it depends on what kind of relationship you're in. Are you in a marriage or are you just dating?
I'm talking about marriage. Yeah. I'm just saying that's an example.
If you're in a marriage, I don't see any excuse for cheating, unless you let her know.
But I look at it like this: it make me nervous when people marry talking about my spouse will never cheat on me. Shit, like hell they won't. They're a regular person. Hell, they got needs and temptations too.
Yeah, everybody has needs.
Main people saying that probably the main ones cheating. That's why they saying that shit. And then this child, do you believe child support should be going to the child, or the women should have a card, or they should have a trust fund for the kid? Because I want you to know, do you think the child support should be helping women with their bills, or it should be on the card going strictly for the child? Because women get their hair, nails done, all types of shit.
Strictly for the child. And I say that because I personally pay child support.
Oh, you a child support?
I pay child support.
Wow, that's very rare right there.
Because my brother has my son because of the last scumbag that was in my life, did what he did and had my son taken away.
Because I believe if more women was on child support and had to see their child once a damn month, only on the weekend, they'll feel some type of, they'll feel some goddamn way about that shit. I bet they won't be initiating breakups. See, a lot of these women are having kids out. They're having kids too, so they can get that child support money, and they don't want to look weird at 30 plus or whatever, because they care about what other women think. They'd be like, if you don't have a child or two, they think something wrong with you, or they even say something wrong. You ain't got no good pussy or some stupid shit. Yeah. So they'll have kids. You'll have a woman who's a a fucking a lawyer or a prosecutor, a lawyer or something, and get pregnant with a guy at Subway. And I ain't knocking men work at Subway. The job is a job.
Right.
But that woman
never,
but that man probably never dealt with a woman of that caliber before.
Right.
She's dealing with him because I know I can get a baby out of him quickly. He already got 2 or 3 kids. Hell, he know his sperm work. And then lead a man and goddamn get $200 or $300 a month from him.
And he works at Subway and she's an attorney.
Yeah, it happens all the time. Mm-hmm. There's women right now having sex with the mailman, not knocking these people, but they're having sex with guys in their bragging field just to get a baby because they can't find nobody. They find it. I call that breeding time. When they get old and panic, they're looking for a breeder. Mm-hmm. And that guy think he doing something too. He goofy. He think he doing some shit. Like those type of.
I got me a lawyer.
I got me a woman who in the police force. She part of the police chief of staff. She the chamber of commerce in the city. And he think he doing something. He telling his homeboys she probably buy him a polo shirt, you know, a Gucci belt, a video game, little trinkets to reel them in. She just reeling them in, get them drunk one night, have some sex. He's sloppy with his seed because he probably 30 plus and he ain't taking care of using rubbers like he's supposed to. Mm-mm. And she'll get a baby out of him and then leave him.
Yeah, and people don't think women do that, but they absolutely do.
I'm finally somebody who agrees with me. So many women think I'm crazy. I hate women. But women have this mindset. When they get 30 plus and they ain't got no kid, or when they around that 28, 29 age, 30 plus, and they ain't got no kids, because geriatric pregnancy kick in at 35. See, women know about this. So they be researching. They study this. So they try to get pregnant. They'll get pregnant from and then back in their mind, they know the dude was a bum. They know that they're not even really into the guy. Right. They're just looking for a guy to breed at this point. Mm-hmm. They just want to have a baby by this guy. Mm-hmm. They have that man baby.
Hell, there's a song by that. There's a song, I can't remember it, but it's an old 80s song, and it's the woman in the song admits to using the guy for his seed. Yeah. I can't remember the song, but it's like
sperm donor. They use him as a sperm donor.
Yeah. And it's an interracial couple too, because later in life she runs into the man, and it's obvious that that's his child. Like he looks just like him.
And they said that in a song.
It's in a song.
It's so true.
It is, but that's an 80s song. So like that
they've been doing this. They've
been happening.
Women been doing it, and there's so many guys who suckers right now. They talking to their friends right now. You know, man, I got me a girl that like me, man. She bought me a video game, bought me an Xbox controller. She bought me a polo shirt. They like the name brand clothes, so they really love the logos. So she bought me $100 polo shirt with the hat. Man, we going on a trip too out of town. We going to the beach. She paying for it. Yeah. Meanwhile, she's using you and trying to reel your sucker ass in. Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, I had a females like that one time, I think.
You did?
She was trying to use me because I didn't have no kids, and she had about 3 kids, and she talked about it. I had a coffee date. See, guys, I think you need to go on coffee dates with these women. See, on a coffee date, you can figure out everything you need to figure out about a woman. Just asking a few questions. She said something that stood out. She said she was trying to have a kid with another man. I said, damn, was y'all about to get married? She was like, nah, I want another kid. And she was kind of like rushing a little fast. She was talking about, I know this place we go to this football game, and I was like, wait a minute, we just, damn, first day, you know what I mean? What? She was just moving too fast about, I got this set up, and then she wanted to take a picture and send it to her mother. I said, oh, hell no, something ain't right about this shit, bro.
No, she's trying to clip your, clip your wings.
Oh, yeah, she tried to get a baby. She trying to ask her mama about what you think how he look and all that.
Is he gonna make a pretty baby?
She trying to have another damn baby, and she know I ain't got no kids, so that's perfect. Ooh, he ain't got no. Yeah, I ain't going for that. No. I think because she was trying to pay for a whole lot of stuff too for my ass.
Oh, she was like, yeah. She was trying to buy you.
Oh yeah, that's what they try to reel you in like that. They pay for dick. They ain't get, I say it's too good to be true.
Sperm.
They're looking for a sperm donor at that age. Especially when they're find a breeder. But I ain't want to go too. I got a couple more, and I'm gonna go. Couple more. Why don't you hear about men being cheated on as much as women? You think?
Why don't you hear about men being cheated on as much as women? Because to men, I think it's embarrassing. Like a man is like if a man gets cheated on, it's almost like maybe society puts on like, well, what was he doing wrong? But when a woman gets cheated on, it's like, oh, poor her, you know, like the accountability or the responsibility or whatever you want to call it is displaced.
Absolutely, though. Absolutely. I just want to let you finish that. You really right on the nail because for some reason in society we was socially programmed to just cater to women's needs and just believe all women, which is a lie.
Right.
We have to stop this narrative of believing all women. Whatever a woman say, you got to believe. I don't believe that shit.
No, because women cry stupid shit like they cry rape all the time, and it's almost always believed.
Man, I'm glad you said that. Hold on. We got to be careful with saying the R word going on YouTube. But they get R word a lot.
The R word.
And I read a book the other day. 60% of the victims who claim the R word are lying.
60%?
Over 60% of them are lying. And I got a little cousin who's 13 years old. She lie like a motherfucker. If something happened to her, goddamn, I need to ask questions. I ain't about to go there and bust them upside the head and do something.
You gotta ask questions.
I need to know all the We've been programmed to believe all women. Why would they lie? What do you mean, why would they lie? They lie all the time.
For several types of reasons. Like,
I heard one. Go ahead. What you about to say?
I was going to say regret from the night before. Oh, man, I slept with him. Oh, man. Like, what if I'm pregnant? I better say he raped me. Or excuse me, the R word. I better say that because just in case, you know, I mean, they cry that particular thing for several different types of reasons.
Right. Absolutely.
Even down to the fact, well, I slept with the wrong type of guy, like my family won't approve. Like something so simple as that.
Like come off the movie Daddy's Little Girl when he was having sex with that white girl and the boyfriend came in and said he better rape you, he better. And he had to go, he ain't even did nothing to it, but you know, that's what happens. And a lot of them lie because they blame it on the alcohol or they try to get back with the other guy and they lie and say he raped me. So the other guy feels sorry for him and take him back.
Victimized.
See, I believe women have used victimization to manipulate other men.
Oh,
victimize the population.
Oh, yeah. All the time.
And
they've got it right in the bag. Because they fall for it.
Right. They're totally wrong. And the sad part about it is my heart goes out to all people who've been raped. R word or whatever, because that is very serious. No means no.
Right.
The women who lying and the people who lying, man, I don't got no sympathy. And you know what they need to do though? When that man is found innocent, they need to let the woman do that time.
Absolutely.
Because you ruined it.
I agree. 100%.
Because you don't ruin this man's reputation now. Even after this, people are still gonna look at him. They're gonna say, well, he hired good lawyers, that's why he did it.
Right.
Really?
They're gonna come up with all these reasons why he got off. They can't accept the fact that, oh my gosh, he didn't do it.
Right. And that's what. Right. In today's society, as a man, if you're being promiscuous, have sex with a lot of women, it's best to tell them that you're promiscuous. You got to tell them that you're promiscuous because you can avoid an R word. Because I look at it like this. Every major black person, I'm going to say black person, had an R word case against them. You don't never hear about women in the media having R word. You never hear about that. So you mean to tell me no woman has done that before? I don't believe that.
I don't believe that at all.
I don't believe that
it's
at all.
It's just, for some reason, hushed.
Why has all the men always got to be accused for the R word instead of women sometimes? Just don't believe that right there. Because I look at it like this. if I'm a man, if I had sex with a woman and took the condom off, that's a crime. That's called stilting.
Oh, really? Stilting?
Yeah, if you take the condom off having sex, that's stilting. That's a crime.
Oh.
But if she pokes holes in that condom, that's not a crime. They're going to say that's on you.
That should be a crime.
That should be, but it ain't. There's a guy right now I read who got charged because of that. He got charged with the R word because of that. Because he took their condom off while having sex. But if a woman pokes holes in the condom and that man don't know, it's on the man's fault. It ain't no R word.
That's not right. That's just straight up wrong.
But the feminist movement had the right to say that men got all these rights, while men, that's the myth right there, while the females got way more double standards than men. Way more double standards.
Yeah, you're right. They do. Absolutely. 100%. I agree with you. Women have a lot of the power.
Right.
Of it.
I believe that. I do believe women got more power because you go in a room with a woman, she said you did something to her, and it's your word versus hers, she gonna win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Unless she's got some sort of like terrible reputation for lying or whatever. But even then, most of the time, she's still going to be believed because it's the R word and it's taken so seriously when a woman cries it. But you let a man cry it and it be true.
I was going to say something. I ain't going to say it. I say it off camera. And, I ain't going to say that because yeah. But what's your thoughts on this Me Too movement? Do you feel like, I'm going to let you get the flow on this. Do you feel like the Me Too movement is based off because women want to play the victim, or because I feel like it's about control in this victimization and pity me? But how you feel about this Me Too movement? Because they only going after black men or men with money, either or. What's your thoughts on it?
I feel like it's a gravy train. Like I think it's all bullshit, the whole Me Too movement thing. I'm honestly tired of even hearing about it. I feel like it's just, and I don't want to compare these two things because they're so far, they're not in any realm together. But like the more they show like school shootings on the media, the more we have. And so the more they show men like Jim Bezos or whatever his name is, and Bill Cosby and Trump, and there was another one, but you know what I mean, those type of men, the more they show that, it seems like the more are coming out the woodwork to
like
claim
Trump got a case. Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby had people come out 40 years ago. Trump got a woman talking about he did something 20, 30 years ago. Like, why weren't you saying this then? What?
Yeah.
Bill Cosby went to jail for something that happened 40 years ago.
And I thought there was a statute of limitations on that. I thought it was like 5 years.
That's what I'm thinking too. But I'm just trying to figure out if I've ever got rich and got money, they'll say he touched me. I'm like, wait a minute. I don't even remember 40 years ago. I don't even remember what I ate for dinner last night.
Right.
And you mean to tell me verbatim what the hell happened 40 years ago at the Playboy Mansion?
No. I don't believe that for a second. That's why I think it's bullshit. I think the Me Too movement is bullshit.
Do you feel like the feminist is the cause or is the reason behind this Me Too movement? Because I believe the feminists started this Me Too movement bullshit.
Yes, I do. People like Gloria Allred and who else was I thinking of? I just had her name in my head.
Take your time.
I can't think of her name.
Right.
Yeah,
would you say it was
more? I can't think of her name anyway. The first one was Gloria Allred. She's that lawyer to the stars. she's kind of one of the major players in the Me Too movement. Like,
that's the white woman, right?
Yes.
See, this is what I believe. I believe there's corporations. I believe there's corporations to pay these white women. See, this is what they do, I think. I believe they get black women, but they sprinkle a couple of white women around, you know, and getting black women there to do this bullshit. There's corporations, I think, to spread this bullshit to target men. This is what I believe. It's a target and hate. This is a country. This country hates men, though. The world hates men, I believe, though.
Yeah, here lately, I feel like I agree with you. Like it's beginning to, yeah, to look that way, and to be